Oh, we are live! How are we, lads? Come on, the footy! The footy's back! Guys, subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! The Cowboys win it! Woo! Hello and welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Easter Saturday football review for round 6 of the 2022 NRL season. And to help me review both games that we saw today on Easter Saturday between the Manly Seagulls, Manly and the Titans, and Melbourne and Cronulla. I'm joined by regular guest CJ Moxley and live from Norfolk Island, the King.
Yeah.
Woo! How are you, brother?
Good, mate. How are you?
Can't complain. Just getting over COVID, getting better.
Yep. That's it.
How good.
A bit of just got a little bit of fluid still in my throat, but besides that, I feel like $1,000,000, brother. I feel fantastic. As for you, CJ, how you going, bro?
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm well, man. Just watched some 2 alright games of footy, and yeah, that was about it for my day.
Yeah, it was some good games of football today. Obviously, Manly beating the Gold Coast down there at Brookvale Oval, 26 points to 18, and what was a weird old game. Manly had a big lead, and then the Gold Coast, they fought the way back. It was a bit like the Parramatta game last week. Parramatta had a big lead on them, and then the Gold Coast came back towards the end, but I just haven't got the class to find a way to get the result. And as for the other game, Melbourne versus Cronulla, well, that was a classic game of football for a long time, and then Melbourne they find a way to manipulate you. They find a way to break you down, and ended up getting the result over the Sharks. But boys, we're going to go back to the first game first. We're going to review the first one. Manly 26, Gold Coast 18. I want to start with you first, King. Manly, what'd you make of that performance? And for them to score 26 points at home without Tom Trbojevic, it's got to give them a lot of confidence.
Yeah. No, I think Manly were good, but they kind of they did exactly what they always did last week. They stopped playing their good footy and dropped off a little bit and almost let the Titans back in, but the class of Cherry Evans' kicking game was too good. I think Dylan Walker was phenomenal as well. You can tell they are kind of missing Tom in the structures, like structure play, but they're doing good without him and they're winning games. So, you know what I mean? Go Manly. Fucking know.
Would you make of that gigantic beast back rower, Hamoli Olakawatu? Gee, he's a good player.
Oh, gun. He's a phenomenal player. He's only young too. He's scary, bro.
Oh,
I thought Andrew Davey was good as well. I think both their back rowers are playing pretty well.
Kieran Foran as well, bro. You're a fan of Foran? How good was he tonight?
I love Foran. How was that try? I backed him for a try too.
Oh, mate. Same game multis, mate. Making money. How good was that? Oh, yeah.
Making coin.
We'll have to
I thought Felice Kafusi was a typical monkey. I did not enjoy his performance one bit.
Oh no!
But I mean, we're on the Manly game, but still, sorry, I had to let that out.
We will get into the Melbourne Cronulla game and what Kafusi did tonight. He did some very dirty, disgusting things, which infuriated me. But the King never fails to deliver live on the Nick from Australia YouTube channel. Never fails to disappoint. CJ, Manly and Gold Coast, what'd you make of the game? And Manly, they just keep on winning even without Tom.
Yeah, I think the second half was the better halves of the game. I think without Tommy Turbo, they're playing really good attacking-wise, but I think defensive-wise is where they need to work on. Other than that, man, yeah, it was a good game. Some strange referee calls, but other than that, I think it was a really solid game, man.
Well, we're going to get into the game now. So usually I only have one is on for the review. So I'm just going to ask you guys each by the try. So let's start with you first, Lufa. The Homoli Olakawatu try, the first try of the game, about the 11th minute. Cherry Evans puts a grubber kick in from dummy half for Olakawatu. What a try, mate.
Oh, amazing. How you just saw the strength that he contains, bro. Like, he's such a gun. And he is so big and agile.
Yeah.
I reckon he's pretty quick for his size.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. No doubt about it. And like you said, it's just the size of him. He's just so quick. And Cherry Evans putting a grub kick in from dummy half is a smart move. And Manly go to a 6-0 lead early on.
He was quick to get there. He beat Asako to the ball. He's a quick player.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No doubt about it. Manly go to 6-0. And then CJ, in the 22nd minute, Ruben Garrick goes over for a try. Manly go left for Jake Trbojevic. It's a foreign. Foreign gives it to Garrick, and Garrick just goes out the back and scores. Mate, what'd you make of Ruben Garrick's try?
I think it was pretty class from Kieran Foran to switch it out that way. They went out left, and of course, who are you going to stop? You can't stop Ruben Garrick out on that left side. So obviously, he was going to go for a try. It was a good try from Garrick.
Yeah, Manly go to 12-0, boys, and I'm thinking to myself, far out. If the Gold Coast don't get their shit together, this could be 30, this could be 40 at half time. And then
could be a blowout,
Lufa, mate, Olakawatu got his second try of the game. Lachlan Croker just gave it to Olakawatu, just crashed over and scored. Lachlan Croker had an easy part. Yeah, he had an easy part to play in this. Olakawatu again, just running over Brimson and just running over cunts.
Well, he's too big. He's too big.
He's like a fucking... Olakawatu's like the Hulk. Yes. Hit the Hulk short of the line. You're not stopping the big bastard. Like, you're just not stopping him.
No. You're not stopping him.
Manly go to 18-0, and then CJ, mate, 34th minute, his first ever try in Titans colours, Jermaine Asako. Sexton gave a short ball to David Fafita. Fafita, a bit of an offload. Asako scores CJ. What'd you make of that try?
I think it was all Fafita for me. He finally done something. He came out there. Fafita finally, he made a good run out there, offloaded Asako, and gets his first try as a Gold Coast Titan. So well done to Asako. I think it was all Fafita.
Manly 18-4 and Lufa, mate. Right before half time in the 38th minute, our man, Kieran Foran, he put a dummy on the defensive line and went straight over and scored. Kieran Foran, what a freak. What a try.
Straight through him. He still has the speed, doesn't he?
Yes. Yes, he does. What
Amazing
a try.
Player.
Mate, what have you made of Kieran Foran to start the year too, by the way? He's been very solid for Manly to start the year.
I think he's been amazing. I think he's been the point of difference, to be honest. Great kicking game, but also starting to run the ball more, I believe. And he's just been that point of difference for Manly's attack.
He takes a lot of pressure off Cherry Evans as well, which makes Manly more dangerous. So Manly at half-time going... Yeah. Oh, yeah. Half-time, Manly go in 24-4 in front. I thought to myself, well, if the Titans don't show something in the second half, it could get really, really ugly. And CJ, mate, Brian Kelly scored the first try of the second half for the Titans there in the 50th minute. Brian Kelly scores. Sexton put a crossfield kick, tapped back by Philip Sami. And then Brian Kelly ends up going over to score a very lucky try for the Titans.
Yeah, I think it was a really good try doing it against his old club at his old home ground. So, yeah, good kick from Sexton out left. Gives it to Sammy, taps it back. Kelly puts it down, and it's simple as that. Great try from Brian Kelly, who I think is really good.
Manly 24-8 in front. And then Lufa, well, David Fafita, we all know he's on big money, and he hasn't done a whole lot to start the season, but he ended up scoring a try here. Herbert gave an offload to Aaron Clark. Clark gives it to Fafita. He beat a couple of Manly players and went over and scored in the corner. David Fafita, it's about time he did something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about time. I mean, he did say in the media early in the week that he was going to have a big game, and I think he did. A try assist, a try.
He played well.
How many meters did he run for? Anyone know?
I can tell you in a second. Hang on. 3, 2,
I think he had a good
1.
game.
131 meters.
Ooh, not bad.
Yeah, he played well.
Yeah.
Good run,
and he
meters.
scored a try, and he needed to score that. And, boys, funny enough, Manly 24-12. Sexton missed all 3 goals. If he kicks them all, it's potentially 24-18 Manly. But the goal kicking for the Titans
Yeah.
really let them down tonight. And CJ made in the 65th minute, the Titans were coming back. Will Smith put a short ball on for Tino Fasua Malawi. Tino goes in to score 24-18. Look out. Here we go.
It was game on from there, man. Tino, I can't pronounce his last name, but Big Tino, he went in for a try. And honestly, from there, it looked like Manly were choking at this point. I thought the Tigers were coming back. They had all the momentum with them. And yeah, it just seemed like it was going to be, game on from there.
Game on, all right. 24-18, still 15 minutes to go. And Lufa, mate, Manly made a bold call here in the 74th minute, a captain's challenge. Carl Lawton just ran from dummy half. He got tackled, and because Tino was offside and he was on the ground, Tino ripped the ball out of Carl Lawton's hands, and Manly ended up going for 2. Were you okay with that being a successful captain's challenge, or was Tino vulnerable?
It was a smart challenge, wasn't it?
What's that?
It was a very smart challenge, wasn't it?
Tino offside, hands on the ruck, penalty.
Yeah.
Fair call, right?
Yeah, it was offside. Yeah, it was a fair penalty.
Yeah. Manly take the 2. They go to 26-18 in front. And then CJ, with about 45 seconds to go, Bo Fermor, we all thought he scored. It was going to be a grandstand finish. Ends up being ruled back for a no try because Brimson put a grubber kick in. Sexton towed it along the ground. Fermor was offside. No try. Were you okay with that decision?
I was okay, but, it kind of hurt. No, it did hurt for the Gold Coast Titans. Obviously, I think from there, if they went a bit of a short kickoff, they could have, done something with it. But, yeah, look, It was offside. Fermor didn't score. Very unlucky there.
Full time, Manly win the game, 26 points to 18 over the Gold Coast down there at Brookvale Oval. Lufa, what'd you make of the game overall? Are the Titans in trouble? They've been pretty ordinary to start the year. They've been pretty average.
Well, they seem to fade in the first halves, but then kind of make a half a comeback in the second half, which is good. But they just don't play consistent throughout the game. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I do think they're in a bit of trouble.
They're not an 80-minute team at the moment. They always start the game slow, and they try to come back in the last half an hour when it's just too late. It's too far out of reach.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the problem with the Titans. Manly, obviously, they'll be disappointed. They didn't even score a try in the second half. All they scored was a penalty goal. So they'll be disappointed with that. But Manly just too good once again. Too good. All right, boys. I'll start with you first, Lufa. Your top 3 players on ground from the Manly Seagulls game from 3-2-1.
3. I'm going to go David Fafita.
Yep.
2, Dylan Walker.
Yep.
And 1, I'm going to go Olakau'atu.
Yeah, nice. I like it. What about you, CJ?
Yeah, so number 3 is also David Fafita for me. Number 2 is Kieran Foran, and my man of the match is Haumole Olakau'atu. Yep.
I'm not going to put any of my. I'm not going to put any Titans players in the top 3 on ground. You know why? Because I don't fucking deserve it. They were terrible. They don't deserve fuck all from me. They can go and get themselves fucked. They are a shit team, man. They are so
they
fucking
can,
shit.
Oh, and you know what? You know who else can get fucked?
Who?
I hope he's watching this. BKR Sports. You can get fucked as well.
I agree. I agree.
Oh, how was that lost? You show pony.
Oh no.
Oh mate, you're making me fucking laugh really hard here. Jesus Christ. My top 3 on ground. I'm gonna go number 3. I'm gonna go with Tanela Paseka. 180 meters off the bench. I thought Paseka was outstanding, boys. His impact was phenomenal tonight. Number 2, I'm going to go with Kieran Foran. I thought Foran played very well at 5'8" tonight. And number 1, my man the match. I'm with you, boys. Haumole Olakau'atu. I thought he was excellent. He's my man the match. Manly have outplayed the Titans 26 points to 18. All right, boys. Melbourne versus Cronulla. This game had a lot of good things about it. It had a lot of negative things about it as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with you first,
Great
Lufa. Melbourne, Cronulla.
Yep.
Does any particular player piss you off after tonight?
Well, it's hard to not say his name, but Felice Kafusi, of course, he's just an arrogant, dirty player, week in, week out. He's consistently a grub. It's disgusting. I find it hard that he's also picked every week because he doesn't seem to do anything week in, week out that should cement his spot in the team. I think he's heavily overrated, to be honest.
I agree.
Dirty tackles every single week. It's just disgusting.
Late shots in the line.
I thought, what the fuck was that?
Hines.
Seriously? Dirty fucking Mexican. But I thought Melbourne were good. I thought they showed their class towards the end of the game. Munster was the best player on ground by far. He's the best 5'8" in the game, I reckon. Justin Olam almost scored a hat trick. Their forwards, Nelson was great. I thought Brandon Smith was a bit quiet.
Yeah, he was dirty too, wasn't he?
But, oh yeah,
Typical.
yeah. Send him to Antarctica on a boat. Fuck it. Dirty.
All right,
But
let's
now-
get into the review. Let's get into the review, Lufa. You're gonna leave me on the floor in a minute. You and your fucking funny jokes, bro. All right, 7th minute. A penalty went to the Sharks because Kafusi put a late shot on Nico Hines. Lufa, that was a dirty shot from fucking Kafusi on Hines, wasn't it?
Yeah, no need for it. It was disgusting.
Yeah. Sharks go to 2-0. Good start for the Sharks. 2-0 lead in the line. CJ, mate. 21st minute. First try of the game goes to Justin Olam. The Melbourne Storm left centre. Munster throws a bullet ball to Nick Meaney. Meaney throws the ball on the inside to Olam, and Olam scores. A very nice try. Justin Olam scores.
Yeah, great ball playing there from Melbourne Storm. Meaney out to Olam. Olam had a really good game, and that started off what was going to cap off to be a great game for him.
Definitely. Storm get a 6 points to 2. Good start for the Melbourne Storm, actually. And then Lufa, 28th minute. Sifa Talakai scores one of the best tries of the season so far. I'm going to go through it because I read all this down so I wouldn't forget. Fuck, this was brilliant. So, Nico Hines puts in a kick to Jesse Ramian on the right-hand side. Ramian's away. Ramian gets tackled. Ramian's away. Offloads the ball to Hiroti. Hiroti is tackled. Plays the ball. Ramian picks up in dummy half and runs straight. Offloads the ball to Cameron McGuinness. McGuinness to Tolman. Tolman to Hines. Hines to Rudolph. Gives it on to Moylan. Moylan to Kennedy. Kennedy to Talakai. Talakai goes over and scores. One of the best tries all season. Mate, see for Talakai. I think he's a big, beautiful man. Fuck, he's a gun. What a try he scored.
Absolutely.
What'd you make of
What a
that?
gun. Bro, he pretty much walked over, didn't he, to the try line?
He did. It was like
Was it
an old 65-year-old man
quick
in
pass
a
by
mud.
Kennedy.
Bro, Sifa Talakai's try was like an old 65-year-old man in a mobility scooter just scoring the try. Press the button, mate. Accelerate. He went straight over, bro.
Straight over.
What a comparison,
Yeah,
bro.
Amazing try.
Yeah. I love it.
All started
I love
from
him.
Nico Hines, that to Ramian. That play got them out of
Oh,
trouble.
yeah.
I think if it wasn't for that kick, they would have been stuck in their own 40 at the end of the set. So great work
Would've been
for
tough.
Hines.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sharks 8-6. They're in front here, and they're looking good, the Sharks. And CJ, mate, 32nd minute, big game players, big matches. They step up when the game's on the line, don't they? 32nd minute, Munster scores. Munster puts up a show and go on Nico Hines, by the way. Beats him, goes through. Dummies on Will Kennedy. Munster scores. What a try.
Yeah, great run from Munster. Does a little, fuck, I forgot the word. It was a little like, I forgot the name, but he does a little, kick in the end.
Moxley, come on.
But I forgot the fucking word for it.
Go and go, whatever, yeah.
Yeah, that. Yeah,
Yeah,
good
show
try
and
from
go.
Munster. Just started off a great night for Cameron Munster.
Well, boys, we get the half time, and Melbourne Storm 12 points to 8 over the Sharks, mate. I don't know about you, Lufa, but I thought the Sharks at half time were probably the better team.
Yeah, attack-wise, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Defensively,
at
probably.
half-time, I actually... You know what the game reminded me of at half-time?
What's that?
What?
Reminded me of the Parramatta Eels Melbourne game. And I thought,
Yeah, okay.
here we go, golden point again. But didn't happen.
Yep. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, no. But, mate, we get to the second half now, Lufa, and fuck me, man. If there's one thing that you don't do against Melbourne is you don't let Melbourne kick off and start the second half, and you let the ball go one bounce and out over the sideline. Bro, we were doing that back in 2012 when we were playing touch football up the road. What the fuck were the Sharks thinking?
Yeah, you got that right. Yeah, Munster. Showing his class again. Great kick.
Yeah. Fucking Mulatalo
was,
and Talakai were thinking, where's the beers? I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah. And then Jerome Hughes into space, passed on to Justin Olam, I believe. He crushed over for a try.
That was the next play off the scrum, bro, in the 41st minute. Jerome Hughes off the scrum, short ball to Olam. He just went straight through like gap. Fuck, it was a good ball. Olam scores. CJ, what'd you make of that try, bro? I thought that was outstanding for Melbourne.
Yeah, look, I do think the Sharks could have defended that a bit better, but obviously it was a scrum play. So, when Justin Olam goes through, man, you can't really stop him, can you?
Jesse Raymond got sucked in there, and Melbourne go to 18-8 in front. And then Lufa, mate, in the 46th minute, Ronaldo Mulatalo scores in the corner of a nice little Sharks left side block play. Mulatalo in the corner, man. He just loves scoring them tries, doesn't he?
Oh, he's a freak finisher, isn't he? Amazing. Also, shout out to Matt Moylan for setting up that play. I reckon he was great tonight.
I love Matty Moylan. He's still got it too, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Still got it. Anyway, Melbourne at that point, 18-12 in front. Sharks are still in this, boys. They're fighting to the end. And then CJ, 50th minute, Pappenhausen scores. Munster just...
No.
I think it was, the next try. Lufa's just having a bit of an internet problem. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Sorry,
all good, brother. 60th minute, Munster just splits him down the left-hand side. Pappenhausen on the inside. Sorry, boys. Munster throws it to Pappenhausen. Pappenhausen scores. Munster again, just brilliant. What a fucking try.
Yeah, obviously Munster ran down the field, gave a good pass out to Pappenhausen, who was in open space. Pappenhausen goes over. Really good try there from... They connected really well, Munster and Pappenhausen, on that try.
When Munster makes a break and Pappenhausen on the inside, it's game over. It's try time. Melbourne 24-12. Lufa, mate. Melbourne 24-12. Sharks sit back again, and it's your man again. Ronaldo Mulatalo getting his second try of the game in the 60th minute. Again, he just beat a few Melbourne Storm players on that left wing and ends up going over the score again. Mulatalo, what a freak.
Oh, amazing player. He is the most underrated winger in the comp.
Ooh.
Big call, but it's fair.
It's hard to disagree with that. It really is. He's definitely up there.
He did well with Alcatol tonight, I thought.
Yeah, he did. He just stepped up to the plate, didn't he? Anyway, Mulatalo scores.
Spot on there.
Mulatalo scores. Melbourne 24-18, boys, and I'm thinking to myself, fuck. Still got about 20 to go, and this game could go to Golden Point. And then, well, Lufa, this try was dodgy for mine. Harry Grant from dummy half. Gee, it's a try. The referee gave it a try.
Ooh.
Fuck, man. They needed more than 2 minutes of this. Looked dodgy to me.
I thought it was a knock-on. It looks like he knocked it on onto a hand of a Gold Coast player.
Oh, a Sharks player, man.
I mean, yeah, Sharks player, sorry.
Yeah.
Gold Coast.
It was right, didn't it?
It was very sus.
Another dodgy try to Melbourne. Typical. I wasn't a fan
Typical
of that.
scum. You got that right.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that. CJ, what'd you make of the try to Harry Grant? It was a bit dodgy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it looked like he knocked it on forward, obviously. But I do think the grounding. I think they had to look back at the grounding, and obviously he grounded it there. But like you said, Nick, they should have checked it a bit more than twice. But yeah, what can you do about it?
Yeah, tough call there. Look, I thought if it's a try, then give it. But it needed more than one look at it, man. I thought it needed to be reviewed, and I think they just sort of looked at it once, twice, and went, "Oh, you give it a try." Anyway, tough call against the Sharks there. Melbourne 30-18, and Looper, 67th minute. Jesse Ramian, the dumbass with a high tackle. Melbourne take the 2. Ramian, ill discipline, bro.
Yeah, ill discipline. Really hurts him. Really hurts him.
Melbourne go to 32-18 in front, and CJ, Melbourne get a penalty in the 71st minute because there was a late shot on Munster after he kicked the ball. Mate, what'd you make of that penalty? I thought it was pretty soft.
Yeah, look, it was a bit soft. I can see where the penalty comes from, but it wasn't too bad. But even at that point in the game, I still did think that Cronulla had a bit of a chance, but that was the final blow. That was the killer blow to Cronulla. They put in a really resilient effort, especially for Finucane going off a bit early. But yeah, look, they hanged out. Yeah.
Wasn't much in it, and boys, we end up at full time, and the Melbourne Storm have beaten the Sharks down there at Amy Park in Melbourne, 34 points to 18. Lufa, just a question for you, mate. Did the scoreline reflect the game? Because I don't think so.
No, it didn't. I was a bit disappointed with the scoreline. It didn't reflect the game. I thought, honestly, this might be a bit controversial, but that was one of the games of the year so far.
You reckon it was? Oh.
Yeah.
It's up there. I mean, it's definitely. I think it's in the top 5. I would
top 5.
Lufa for me, bro. I would have Melbourne and Parramatta and Cronulla Parramatta over these 2 games. For me, anyway. I probably would.
Yeah.
That's just me, anyway. I think Melbourne versus Parramatta was probably the best game of the year so far, but this one was good tonight. This was a really good game, but I felt like the appropriate scoreline would have been maybe 34-24, boys. I would have been okay with that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I thought it was a 4 to 8 point type game. Well, that's what it was looking like in the first half, at least.
Yeah, I don't think 34-18 is fair on the Sharks. The Sharks did make an error until like the 55th minute or something. Now, I just want to go for their completion rate, boys. Cronulla's completion rate tonight was 84%, 28 from 33 completed sets. As for Melbourne, they had an 83% completion rate, 31 from 37, and Melbourne had more ball at 52% and the Sharks 48%. So that tells you all you need to know. It was a high-quality game. Both teams completed over 83%. Just Melbourne, just they take their opportunities and they find a way to win, don't they?
Yeah, you can't make too much errors with Melbourne, otherwise they capitalise on it, and they're going to win the games like that.
Yeah, I just want to go for another quick couple of stats for you guys. Melbourne 8 errors, the Sharks made 5 errors. Melbourne had an 8-7 penalty count, and the Sharks had a 2-1 6 again count in their way with the 6 again. But overall, man, a high quality game of rugby league for Saturday night football, Easter Saturday. Lufa, who would your top 3 players on ground be from the Storm and Sharks game?
Number 3 is a bit tricky. I know my top 2.
Yeah.
You know what? 3. I'm gonna go with Molotalo.
I like it.
2, Talakai, and 1, Cameron Munster.
Like it a lot. I love that top 3. CJ, what about yourself, brother?
Number 3, I'm going to go also what King said, Mulatalo. Number 2 is pretty tough. It's a bit split between Olam Pappenhausen and Harry Grant, but I'm going to go Pappenhausen. And man of the match has to be Cameron Munster, man.
Yeah. For me, boys, number 3, Ronaldo Mulatalo. I thought he was outstanding on that wing for the Sharks, and he had a lot of good involvement tonight. I thought he was brilliant. Number 2, I'm going to go with Justin Olam, boys. Olam scored 2 tries tonight, played very well in the centres, And number 1, my man of the match, Cameron Munster, masterclass, 172 run meters. What do you have? He had a try assist. He had a try in there as well. Thought Munster was absolutely outstanding tonight. And the Storms, 34-18 win over the Sharks down there at Amy Park in Melbourne. Luca, anything else you want to add on to the review? And CJ, anything else, brother?
There's something I want to say, but I'll keep it for next time, boys.
Come on, if you want to say it, I'm sure the people will want to hear it.
You want to hear it, Keen?
I just want to say, BKR, for discrediting the Cowboys' performance against the Raiders, you can go and fuck your nan.
Oh,
holy shit. The King strikes live on the Saturday Football Review.
How good is
you
that?
love to see it. You don't mess with the King. You don't mess with the King.
No, he's a scammer. He's a scammer, and if it was my way, I'd put the cunt in jail for 15 years, put a Bible on his head.
CJ, anything else you want to add, brother?
Look, the King summed it up really well, man. Bring on tomorrow, eh?
Well, tomorrow's going to be fantastic.
Tomorrow,
Easter Sunday's going to be good. We've got the Roosters up against the Warriors and the Dragons and the Knights. And then we got the Eels and the Tigers on Easter Monday. So we got a couple other good games to go ahead. But boys, before we go, I'm 5 from 5 my tips so far. I haven't got one tip wrong. What about you boys?
Yeah, same here.
No, yeah. Same here.
I haven't got nothing wrong. I'm on a roll. I'm flying at the moment. Tomorrow, I've tipped the Roosters and the Knights, and I need the Eels to win on Monday. But my tips are looking well. All right, boys.
Me too.
CJ, Lufa, thanks for coming on the Easter Saturday Football Review. I really appreciate your time tonight.
Yeah, always good to come
Absolutely.
on.
All right, thanks, boys.
Anytime,
and thank you to everyone. Thank you to everyone in the live chat for tuning into the Easter Saturday Football Review for round 6. As always, like and subscribe. Have a good night, fellas, and we'll see you all in the next one.